Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Who's hacking? Awesome. Today I'm going to talk about UX, and my name's Derek. I work at WalletConnect, and how am I credentialed to talk about user experience? So I'll get into that in a second, but first maybe a few words about you. Who knows what a session key is? Okay, we got two people. Who runs their own full node? Wow. Who thinks user experience in crypto right now is epic? One person. Who thinks it's really bad? Okay, who thinks it's in the middle? All right, so we got one person who thinks it's in the middle. So how am I credentialed to talk about user experience? So I think user experience in crypto is pretty bad. But I think we are looking at the precipice of making this a bit better. At WalletConnect, most recently, for instance, we made UX better. We ushered in the EIP 6963 standard. Has anybody heard about that? Does anybody have a browser extension on their desktop computer? Does anybody have one that's not MetaMask? Does anybody have more than one? Yeah, so EIP 6963 enables you to have more than one. We did that last year, and it was adopted by all wallets pretty much, also MetaMask. It's also always a bit political to get everybody aligned on these standards. Everybody can make a standard, but it's only a standard, or propose a standard. It's only one if it gets adopted. Anybody heard about the CAPE 25 standard? The MetaMask browser extension users here, when they switch chains in the app, so let's say you're in Uniswap and you're in Ethereum, you have connected your wallet, now you want to switch to another network, then on MetaMask you have to, which also signed off on the standard, on MetaMask you still have to approve that you want to, on the wallet, that you want to switch the chain, versus on other mobile wallets and other browser extension wallets, you don't have to do that. That's also a standard we did. So a very small thing, but it's removing a click. So I think today I'm going to talk about session keys. This is something we've been excited about for a very long time, but only with the increase and the adoption of contract accounts is this really possible. So I think it's a very exciting time to be in crypto. So does anybody know what this is? What is it? I don't. It's like rather familiar. Yes, what else is it? Word. Do you know when it was finished? Never finished? When was it started? Like over 100 years ago. So this is us. We are this church because we're also unfinished. Like the UX is unfinished in crypto. It's taken us over 10 years to move towards contract accounts. We're still using external accounts. And so it's exciting to see when we're going to move to contract accounts, which are for various reasons better. Everybody agrees that, I think pretty much everybody agrees that one day all accounts are going to be contract accounts. So what contract accounts enable you is session keys. You can also do it on EUAs, but really you can only do it on contract accounts. Well, that's a bit controversial. So what are cosigned session keys, and are they bliss? So let's get into that. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. So let's get into a demo. I have a video, but I think I'll actually skip the video. Okay, so those are some screenshots from a demo, and I'll get into why this is important after the demo. But basically, this is an experience that most of you have seen before. You connect a wallet. Most of you, I assume, have done that, especially the builders over there. And so the second slide is a bit different. You haven't seen this before. So now when I connect my wallet, or in this example, I say, hey, the wallet can spend up to X. It's connecting with a specific app, and the specific app, in this case, is a contract. It's not an app. And it has a time to live. And so it's called we're calling it a permission. So and we'll get into why this is better. But once the permission is set up, I can also set up a passkey. That's going to be the session key in this example. So I can set up a passkey to sign. So then this permission that I set up in the app, I guard with a passkey. So this means I don't have to even switch into the wallet anymore when I want to sign. So that's less clicks. When you want to sign, you just pop up passkey and sign. So So here you can see on the slide that there's no wallet connected even. But the passkey is set up. The sending button is the synchronous signing. Where synchronous signing means I'm still clicking a button. I, as the end user, with my passkey, I guard this permission. And it's a passkey, so there's no password involved. And the key is guarded by the secure enclave on your phone in this case. And so I'm signing in the app. Currently, that's only possible with the embedded wallets, which are all a crutch. At WalletConnect, we have our own embedded wallet. It's like this email wallet for you onboarding users who don't have a wallet yet. But it's sort of a crutch. All of these, other than the WalletConnect ones, they're like Facebook. They actually make the balkanization and interoperability worse because you get one account per app and you can't get out. At least the WalletConnect onboarding app SDK wallet is you want the same address on all accounts, and you can graduate somewhere else. But that's besides the point. So in this experience, I'm signing in the app, so it's less clicks, and I'm signing with a passkey, which is also a more pleasant experience, I'll argue. In many wallets, you can also sign with a passkey now, but then if I want to use an app, I still need to switch in the wallet. All right, and oops. The other mode, and that's a new paradigm that doesn't exist today. The other button here is async signing or programmable signing. So in this case, I delegate the key, the app holds the key, and I allow the app to do whatever they want on my behalf as long as the permission is, as long as it's within the boundaries of the permission that I set up. So examples of that might be a newspaper subscription. It might be like Makoto from ENS is here. It might be automatic renewal of the ENS. That's possible. It could be your favorite DEX that you grant the permission to do dollar cost averaging and trade up to $1,000 every week on your behalf, and then it just carries out these actions. Or the building we're in today is from a game company, so very prevalent there, of course. Like the game just carries out transactions up to $10 on your behalf, and you feel safe. We'll get into how you can feel safe in a second. Another thing I'm going to show, here we'll actually look at the video, is an innovation we just launched. You'll see that coming to a wallet in your pocket very soon. Currently, when you do a sign-in with Ethereum, and I'll explain why this matters, but in the wallet, in the demo, you're going to see a sign-in with Ethereum in just one interaction. Currently, when you do a sign-in with Ethereum, you need to connect your wallet. Once that's done, you need to sign, you switch back into the wallet, you sign, and you come back. So I'll call it 2-click, versus this we call 1-click authentication. And this is also, I'll argue, there's an inflection point, because this is the first time in crypto history that actually the crypto experience that's decentralized is better than the Web 2 experience. In Web 2, the best login experience, arguably, and your mileage may vary, the best login experience is single sign-on, clicking the Google button. But this experience, I'll argue, is better. And then you might argue passkeys, but passkeys, at least in reality in Web 2, are still just second factors versus a primary factor. So you can see the one-click login. I just recorded that. This is our sample app, and this is our sample wallet. This is already adopted by some wallets. And yeah, now I'm logged in. So it's a less than 10-second login experience. So I think you can't beat that with single sign-on. Obviously, this is decentralized because I'm using my key. Why is this relevant for what I was mentioning? Because this one-click something pattern, you'll see we're doing a lot of innovation there with our partners. And so you'll see that coming to a lot of experiences, and registering the session key is also an experience. So to create the session key, you don't have to connect your wallet, come back, you just register the session key, and it's just going to take you a couple seconds. And probably in the UI, you can say up to like $10, $100, $1,000, whatever you want. Yeah, so less clicks is more. Who agrees? Few people. Okay, so why do we need co-signed session keys? So currently, we just did the survey, our first crypto report, our first industry report. So most users, and you're probably amongst them, I'm definitely amongst them, are actually scared of using crypto. You're scared of being scammed. And yeah, using crypto is pretty inconvenient, so many clicks, obviously, and it's also expensive. If you would do a session key in a non-co-signed way, it would be expensive, because every time you need to, when you register a session key, it would cost gas. So a co-signed session key basically is a session key where when you set up the session key, when you set up the policy, you have someone who's validating the policy. So for instance, you set up the key and you say, well, I trust WalletConnect to validate my policy. You don't trust us with a key, but you trust us with enforcing the policy. And that enables the inconvenience. Like you can say it's just Uniswap or just this game, and behind the scenes, the game can upgrade their contracts or even do changes on the proxy contract, and you can just trust, in this case, WalletConnect, that we're going to simulate the transaction. We check that everything is okay. Otherwise, we won't co-sign it, and that enables most of this. And the feature parity is the asynchronous transactions, the newspaper subscription. So yeah, that's the motivation for why we need this. Less clicks, more secure, basically, and then ushering in a new paradigm. And yeah, we already went over this. And so I thought, because we have a couple more minutes, maybe I'll go into how we make this happen and how does a standard happen. So this is us last week, and this is people from about 10 companies in this picture. All the account abstraction SDKs were with me in Lisbon last week, where we made this happen. The sample wallet you saw supports all the account abstraction SDKs. The entire community is behind this. And it's really crucial that you, from account abstraction SDKs to wallets to ultimately apps, get everybody on board. So, and this was us, a few of us last week. David here from Trust, third from left, is also in Seoul, so a friendly face. And yeah, it's like you need to, we're like the web, we're not like iPhone. Like we move slower in crypto, but or in the web, but we get interoperable experiences. Also the WebAuthn, the passkey the standard that passkeys are based on, that came 9 years ago, and passkeys, it's 9 years old. So even in the web, we move pretty slow, and the reason why we move slow is you need to get everybody on board. And I think as WalletConnect, we're in a privileged position because we are pretty much the only ones who can get all competitors, all stakeholders to fly to Lisbon for a week to jam on this stuff. And Makoto was at the last hack week that we did in Naples. And yeah, these were some of the outcomes of last week. So we have a couple new standards that the entire community already agrees on, or the important stakeholders already agree on, so it's going to be easier to usher it through. Those are massive UX enablers. Currently, ERC-437 smart accounts, which ushers in batch transactions and sponsored transactions, dApps can actually not seize those features. That was not thought through. So the standard enabling to seize these features, that's like the one on the left and the one on the right, which are two different ones. And they're going to go into draft next week, or this one already is. Yeah, that's it. Any questions? Alrighty, thank you.